In the 80s, television saw loads of unique and quirky shows, but few were as wild and as ambitious as a guy who could transform himself into any animal, including a panther, an eagle, or even a dolphin at one point. Welcome to Pop Culture Playback as we delve into the world of Manimal. Manimal premiered in '83 and this short-lived series became a cult favourite, remembered for its innovative use of special effects and animal transformation sequences. The concept of Manimal was born from the creative mind of writer and producer Glenn Larson, a TV veteran responsible for hits like Knight Rider and Battlestar Galactica. Larson envisaged a show that blended action-adventure with science fiction and fantasy elements, all centred around a man with the power to transform into any animal he wanted. The series starred Simon McCorkindale as Dr. Jonathan Chase, a wealthy, suave criminologist with a mysterious ability to shapeshift into animals. Think Bruce Wayne, but a little bit weirder. Despite the wide range of his abilities, we don't actually see many transformations, no doubt due to the costs involved. However, within the show, we do know he can turn into a hawk, panther, snake, bear, horse, and as I said, even a dolphin. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a crime-fighting dolphin. The 80s really were a golden age of TV. With the help of his police detective friend, Brooke Mackenzie, played by Melody Anderson, Chase used these unique powers to solve crimes and fight evil. One of the most iconic elements of Manimal was its cutting-edge special effects for the time. The transformation scenes, especially when Jonathan turned into a panther or hawk, was state-of-the-art at the time, thanks to the groundbreaking work of effects wizard Stan Winston, who would later become famous for his work on The Terminator, obviously, and Jurassic Park. However, despite its creativity, Manimal faced stiff competition in its time slot, and it was cancelled, sadly, after only 8 episodes. The show's premise was deemed too outlandish for mainstream audiences and it never really found a large viewership. Even though it was short-lived, Manimal gained a cult following, and in the years after its cancellation, fans continued to be captivated by its unique premise and ambitious use of special effects. The show's memory has been kept alive through reruns, fan conventions, and even occasional references in pop culture. Interestingly, Manimal crossed over with another Glenn Larson show, Nightman, never heard of it, in 1998, with Simon McCorkindale reprising his role as Jonathan Chase. The episode served as a nostalgic nod to the original series and helped keep the character alive in fans' hearts. Though the series ended its brief run, Manimal's cult status led to talks of a reboot, and in 2012, Sony Pictures announced plans to develop a Manimal feature film with a more comedic tone. Rumours suggested that Will Ferrell would take part. As of now, the film sadly hasn't materialised. This is a huge shame, as I think this could have been a lot of fun and Ferrell would have certainly brought something interesting to the franchise. In terms of merchandise, Manimal didn't really have a wide range of toys or collectibles like other shows of the time. There were a few fan-made action figures with some collectibles over the years, but a dedicated toy line never really took off. Perhaps this lack of a toy line and collectibles contributed to its less than enthusiastic response to the show. Or perhaps this was a show that didn't quite find the right age bracket for its target audience, being perceived perhaps as too silly for older viewers and too mature for the kids. So what does the future hold for Manimal? While there's no official reboot in the works at the moment, the franchise still holds potential for a revival. With the current trend of rebooting 80s classics and 80s nostalgia being more popular now than ever, Manimal could find new life in a modern media, perhaps as a streaming series or even in animated form. For now, Manimal remains a fascinating footnote in TV history, a show that, while short-lived, left an impression on its audience, me included. With its unique blend of crime-fighting, sci-fi and supernatural elements, I can't believe it didn't do better. What do you think? Should Manimal make a comeback? Let's know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more pop culture playbacks. Thanks for... What's that? Shit. Burglar alarm next door. Give us a second. I'm gonna go and fight crime. Catch us next time. See ya.
Manimal.